Okay, so back a minute early. Look at that, a minute early. That's not bad, is it? I think I've done everything description wise and everything, so that should all be fine, hopefully. Oh, tell you what I didn't do. Tell you what I didn't do though. Let's do that quickly. Didn't do the bloody tags, did I? So I'll just do that momentarily. I'll get No Man's Sky loading because it does take a long time to load. Well, which one was it? It's the normal one, wasn't it? Yeah, I went back and did the normal one. Cool. Get that loading. Get that set up in the stream because of course it's not set up for the particular window. Perfect. Right. Cool. Right, that's done. I can close that. Leave that page. Minimize that. Now wait for it to load. Did I turn my headphones off? Oh, they did turn off. I wondered why it's quiet. Still quiet. Does it not have any sound at this bit? There we go. There is sound. Excellent. What in the world was going on is an interesting question. Interesting question. What are our current... Oh, I was using the mouse and I used the thing for flying, didn't I? That's what I did, so I'll leave that there. Cool. Oh, I have no idea what we're doing. No idea what we're doing now. Oh, is my restream... I think it's okay. It just hasn't quite caught up. That's fine. I need to return to the farmer, so that's something. Find the pirate. Oh, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm so confused as to where I was in this game. It's been a while. It's been a fair old while. But I do have a kick-ass ship if I remember, don't I? Yeah, I have an S-class ship. I remember that. That's class. Where is the farmer? It's not you. It's not you. There he is. Yep. Grow a copyright flower. Cool. Cool. We can do that. We can do that. How do we do that? How do we do that? One of these buttons. Not that. Not that. That. Hydroponic? Yeah. I guess we'll build it there. Base out of range. What? Oh, because I've got this right at the... okay, I see. I see the problem there. Might as well build another one while we're here. No. So that's another... There it is. Not enough resources. We don't have any copyright. Okay, so he's given us a seed, but no actual copyright. Why don't you just give us some copyright? Okay. Well, we need to get some copyright then. And how do you get copyright? You feed animals and wait for them to poo. Awesome. You still there, Brent? You asked for No Man's Sky. You'd best not have left me. going to move some stuff around over there, potentially, unless that comes back. Let's just move that down there. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Right. We need to find some animals to feed. Are there any animals on this planet? What was... There are animals. There's one. And he's running away from me. Come here, animals. Let me feed you. Carbon. Don't have any carbon. You're not a nice animal. You're not nice animals. You're not nice animals. Are you chasing me to attack me? You absolutely are, you little son of a bitch. How do I... Oh, now there's a storm. Alright, let's just go to a different planet for this, I think. Let's have a bit of a fly around, shall we? And also get some carbon that's just there. Not enough fuel in the thruster. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Get back in there. Get back in there. Ah, we don't have any... Oh, that's the hyperdrive. That's why. That's fine. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. We may as well stick those in the hyperdrive. Since we have them. That would make sense. Hey Brent, there you are. I was wondering if you suggested it and then just ran away for a second. So we don't really need to do the copyright thing, do we? I was kind of focusing on it for some reason. We don't really need to do it. What am I after? Log. Ah, we could do that one. And that one's just find the atlas path, find the atlases. Acquire a circuit board. Return to the scientist. If we could have done that while we were down there, didn't see that. And that one. Got a corn dog. Never had a corn dog. Never had a corn dog. See if we can do that one. Oh, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Where? Why are the flight controls not? Why are the flight controls not upside down? I've had cornbread. They sell cornbread in Tesco's. I like cornbread. Cornbread's lovely. Cornbread is delicious. Yeah, the reason it's not reversed is because it's not gamepad specific, is it? Nope. Alright, we'll just try and live with it for now. It's immediately going to wind me up. Well, seeing as that anomaly's there, we should probably do the anomaly, right? Ah, cannot get used to flying. Is that the entrance? No. There it is. Imagine cornbread with a tinge of honey wrapped around a tender sausage on a stick for convenience. Boom 3 times. you are the forced back. There are a couple of people watching on YouTube. But in fact, I think possibly the first time ever, Twitch is beating YouTube in terms of viewers. Get on Twitch. That's not run. What's run? There's run. Is this our first time meeting these guys? Oh, I really can't remember. Cornbread with a tinge of honey wrapped around a tender sausage. What kind of sausage is it? Is it like a Frankfurter sausage? Because I can't talk to them? Or do I just not know the button? Hey Owen, how's it going? The game was unfortunately a little overrated. The problem kind of was, I talked about this before, and oh, that looks lovely, but I can't afford that. Not even close. But look at that. It's lovely. Yeah, it's just so overhyped. It was sort of destined to fail, really, unfortunately. I can't talk to them, so I guess I've already talked to them, right? That's why I can't talk to them. Because I already have. Gotta be. Gotta be. Otherwise, why would that be a thing? Yeah, my fiance played a horrendous amount of No Man's Sky. I bought it for her for the PS4. I think I bought it for Christmas. And it's the sort of thing I kind of vaguely described to her, and she was like, "Not into that. Don't want to play that." And I was like, "You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You like farming things. You like all that." I was like, "You're gonna enjoy it." And when she actually got around, I do hate the mouse control flying though. When she actually got around to playing it, yeah, just didn't stop for like maybe a month or so. Okay, so we're not doing that. Stop it. What is that? Up, up, up. Arrive in 2 days, doesn't tell me. Or any Corvax facility, not a specific one. How do I find a Corvax facility? Searching a hot dog style sausage. Yes, I'm not sure what you class as a hot dog style sausage, but I'm not a fan of Frankfurters, which is why I asked. But bratwurst I like. I don't know what a Kunecker sausage is either. But if it's like a proper actual meaty sausage, because bratwursts are just pointless, just soft floppy waste of space. And yes, indeed, there is talk of VR mode and all, because there have been some hints, and they're doing one of their like ARG campaigns, aren't they, for the next update, which everyone's expecting ages ago, and now hasn't actually happened. What am I doing here? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Enemy freighters. I don't think I've ever seen enemy freighters before. That's interesting. Let's find out what this is, shall we? Yeah, so part of their ARG campaign, they did... There we go. It's like a website, wasn't it? And it's called like a website for a fake company called We Are, and the logo looked suspiciously like VR. And then one of the posters they did for the next, was it called Awake? The next update, I think, or was it just called Next? Can't remember. Whatever it is, yeah, that had the We Are logo at the bottom, didn't it? So that's actually quite exciting. A VR mode of No Man's Sky is very interesting prospect. Very interesting prospect. I'm assuming a breakfast style sausage is what I would just class as a sausage. And pancake batter. Yeah, I mean I've played, I think this is up to 18 hours now, this game. Oh, that's just my base. Of course, that's my own beacon. That is my own beacon. Okay. It's been so long since I played. I'm a little lost as to what I'm going to do at the moment. We need to infiltrate a Corvax base, really. I'm just not sure where. Not sure where. Oh! It's in another system. It's in another system. It's in another system. Off we go. Yeah, like I say, my fiance played 40, 50 hours, maybe, something stupid. So... yeah, super looking forward to it. If it does happen, of course, because it's all a little bit suspicious, isn't it? Trying to use the map with a controller is an utter nightmare. Apparently it's not very good with mouse either. What do I just want to... Ah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, this one's just 18 hours. My fiance's played a lot more. But I mean, a VR version would be crazy. Which I'd love to play a lot of, but it's one of those things where very similar to other games really. It's going to be hard getting it on the channel just because it is so big. So what's that? It's another beacon, isn't it? So is that just where I built a beacon before, perhaps? That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. Because it looks like I have been here before, doesn't it? Yeah, I discovered it. Cool. Well, let's go infiltrate this facility. I do have a bulk caster mode for that. How do you change to it, I wonder? We'll figure that out in a second. See, I've had people come on the stream before when I was streaming who were just like, yeah, like 500-600 hours in the game, something crazy. But I'm excited about the next update because it's been so long coming, you'd expect it to be quite a big one, really. Imagine a pancake wrapped around a nice length of sausage, again on a stick for convenience. That's one of the things I don't get with the corn dog. So the whole point of wrapping something in something, like a pancake or in batter, is that it's then in something you can hold. So why do you then need to supplement that with a stick? It's like, we wouldn't put a pasty on a stick, because that'd be weird. It's already in pastry, you don't need to. We wouldn't put a sandwich on a stick, because it's already in bread. It's already in a handy, pre-wrapped environment. So yeah, I think that's the one thing that kind of just, I don't really get. Don't really get that. Oh, I completely forgot what buttons it was. I've completely messed up. There we go. Nothing wrong with greasy fingers, is there? That's just part of, like, you know, food. Any thoughts on corn dogs, Indy? Or Owen, if you're still around? Oh, hit the ground. I don't think you can hit the ground, but I still panic every time. Is there a landing thing? Yes, there is. I knew I was going to hit that, saw that coming. What's land? Got it. It's alright, I figured it out. The Extreme Sentinel Planet, they're going to be pissed off with me in a minute. Oh, I need to figure out how to swap my gun. Oh, it's been so long. Can't scroll, can you, for some reason? G. No, not that. Yep, we're just going to ignore them. Oh, so close. Ah, idiot. Idiot. Ah, stay. Oh, okay. He's going to come in. He's going to come in, is he? That's fine. That's normal. We don't have an Atlas pass yet. Okay. Oh, okay. Iridium is the only thing we need, though. Only on the ship? No. Unusual. Unusual to find myself low on Iridium. I have 5. That's useless to me. Useless game. Okay, I guess we're going to have to fly around till we find somewhere. We can't really walk in this climate, can we? So yeah, let's fly around, unless that was some... No, that's a mushroom. That's a mushroom. Let's fly around and find some iridium. At least it's daylight now. Oh, fallen under the using of the mouse trap. Oh, that is iridium. Oh, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Close. Too close.
Extreme toxicity detected.
Alright, well let's pop ourselves down there then, shall we? Waste a little bit of plutonium. Where's... Oh, you don't have to go anywhere particular. What do you need? I'm a little bit wary just because I think we'll run out of other stuff possibly to do the other thing. Favourite thing at the fairground is a funnel cake with the fixings. Second is a beer-soaked bratwurst. Oh, with grilled onions and peppers, I'm assuming that is stuffed into a large roll of fresh bread. Oh! Now we're talking. I don't know what a funnel cake is with all the toppings. And third is a huge chunk of fried chicken on a stick. On a stick again! So I noticed. I'm not sure what we really have as like. We don't really have any sort of particular English specialties for fair food. Or fair food, because we don't really have. We do have fairs, but I don't really go to them, I suppose, I mean. Grab a whole bunch. There was a nice bit of whatever this happens to be over here. Emerald. Emerald's worth a good chunk of cash, but it's going to be hard to mine in these horrible, horrible conditions. Yeah, so let's jump in here then and go back to that base, shall we? We do have like when we have like the Christmas fairs and stuff, we do get bratwurst stands and whatever. And one of the things they tend to have on the bratwurst stand nowadays is, I forgot how close it was, is oh, that wasn't the brake button. Where's the landing beacon? Where is the landing beacon? I thought it was this side, but it's clearly not, is it? There it is, I see it. Yeah, one of the things they have at the bratwurst stand now is they have just a huge half wheel of cheese just under a grill. So it's just getting all lovely bubbly melty on top, and then just get a big slab of bread and they just scrape melted cheese onto it, and it looks insanely good. Love me some melted cheese. Fried cake batter, but they manipulate into a flat twisted funnel shape. Sprinkle powdered sugar, add chocolate syrup, and jellied strawberries with whipped cream on top. Alright, yeah, that does sound pretty good. There we go. Zzz. Hey Jace, how's it going? I'm a little bit of an amateur at the game. I have played a lot more on my fiance's PS4 game. She's probably like 80 hours or something. I know that isn't much to many of the more hardcore No Man's Sky players, but that is all we've managed to do. Something here with me. Shine a light on it. That's the sign of true dedication, Jace. Small hairy creature, shaken and afraid, it cries out. How are you, Jace? How's it going? Lived here for some time. There is a nest in the corner. It is gravely ill. Die no matter what intervention occurs. No matter what, I mean, kill it, right? If it's going to die anyway, surely we kill it. I'm going to kill it. It shivers no more. Its suffering is at an end. I move on from the factory complex. Oh, there it is. Like I say, waiting for the update. Return to space and contact Apollo. Elite forces. Let's make sure we have plutonium and launch thrusters. We do. And run. Oh, we didn't even need plutonium, did we? Because we have the beacon there. And now the storm clears. Hey Apollo, how's it going? I killed a small animal. I guess no, if it's giving me the option for no. Okie dokie. Something over here. I do wish there was a controller specific. It's taking me to the space station, hasn't it? There is a controller specific inverted vertical movement. I didn't mean to do that for the game. Oh, we could have done with some of that iron. Any old iron, any iron, any old iron. And you stop before you get a copyright claim. I got a copyright claim the other day for my Everspace videos. Like a random one as well, like 16 or something. Now those Everspace videos are fair while ago now. So yeah, that's always a bit weird. And it's from CD Baby as well. So I have used to buy CDs from. I do love buying CDs from CD Baby. When I used to buy CDs, I suppose. They'll send you the greatest emails. You are indeed back. Where have you been? Anywhere nice? So I'm probably going to leave you with a good old diabetes. Yeah, CD Baby copyright infringed me for the Everspace theme. So whether the company sold like the rights to the music to CD Baby recently, or whether they were just very slow, but it's a bit weird. I don't know that CD Baby are particularly like owners of copyright. I thought they were just like a reseller, but maybe they've branched out. Who knows? It just seemed a little weird. It doesn't make much difference. I mean, it's like I say, it's an old video now. It's not like I get enough views on videos to, you know, earn a living from, so it's not been a huge issue in that regard. It was also, like I say, episode 16 or something, so it was way into the series, so most people just tend to watch the first couple, and then that's about it, you tend to see. So yeah, a little weird, a little weird. Oh, yeah. Now I need to refuel, don't I? Of course I do.
Technology recharge.
It doesn't take the video down. When you generally get a copyright claim on a video, what usually happens is it just either has ads where the revenue goes to the claimant, or they just get stats on your video. I guess to decide whether they're going to put ads on your video. Doesn't really bother me too much. Just a bit odd. How to change the username on YouTube? I'm not sure I do. Don't think it's anything I've ever done. I mean, Google's going to be your friend there. I guess you'd have to change your Google account names. They are inextricably linked now, aren't they? Inextricably? Is that the right word? I don't know. It's the word I'm sticking with. Started, so I'll finish. Hey Trazim, how's it going? Just got the game, then you are in for a little bit of a treat. Ignore my terrible, terrible controlling. I've come back to the game after a little while, and I'm struggling to find the finesse I once had. Have you played it at all? Is that... Wasn't one of my missions to get Chrysonite? Gather Chrysonite. Do I have... I mean, that's not Chrysonite there, is it? I don't think. How do you zoom? No, it's not. It's frost flowers. Don't seem to be much life around, does there? Nope. Alright, moving on. Do it. Seems safe. What could possibly go wrong? Through the lonely cosmos they fled, yearning for purpose and meaning. They found an anomaly, an aberration, a door to the heavens. No one could see it, only the traveller could perceive the portal, though they did not know how to step through. They did not know the secret language, the glyphs. They did not yet grasp the final price of the truth. Yep. I am filled with the knowledge. Yay, copyrights. So it doesn't bother me too much. What are these? Oh, Sirenta used to get copyright like every time pretty much because there was just...
Sentinel drones activated.
Like, for real, dude? For real? I will mess you up, Sunshine. Where are you at? You miles away. And you're going in the wrong direction. That's fine. I'm just doing it for the sheer thrill of the kill. Alright, let's get away from here then.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay. I'm assuming that's not here. No, it's not. Okay. There it is. Couldn't see it for a second. Mafia 2. Have I played Mafia 2? I think I played a bit of it. I've not played Mafia 3 at all, which got generally quite good reviews. I think I played a bit of Mafia 2. I don't think I played it too much. And that's my launch. Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't think I played the first one. I think Mafia 2 was my one and only Mafia game. Could do with a bit of plutonium. And I saw some cheeky thamium up there as well. Let's go grab that before we go anywhere else. Oh, did I turn the graphics down? No, I turned them back up again. Okay. So I did turn them down. Oh, they are only on high rather than ultra. Is it going to have to reload if I do this? Let's find out. Oh, that's just fine, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I won't bother with that today then. Evening, Andy. How's it going? Yeah, there are. I don't know if you've seen much of it before, but they've done these fairly large, like ARC campaigns for their updates when they come out. And their latest one for the new. How do X? For the new update. Yeah, like the big update they're going to do, featured a web page for a fake company called We Are, whose logo looked suspiciously like the words VR, and obviously also is quite close to VR in general. And get rid of that, or just dispose of that. And then they had a poster for the next update, which is, it's either called Next or Awake, I can't remember which, but they did like a poster for it which had like all the platforms at the bottom, like PC, PS, PS4, whatever, and underneath that it had the little We Are logo, so it's just confirming the two things are linked. So people are quite excited that that might mean that we're going to finally get a VR for No Man's Sky, which is going to be crazy. How are you, Andy? How is life treating you? If it gets VR support on the PlayStation, I think my fiance might want to get PSVR as well. I could imagine that sucking her in. Well, then maybe she's going to have to wait until her PhD's on the way a bit more. Already suffered due to No Man's Sky enough. Stupidest lore I know, there are loads, I can't remember any now. There are loads of kind of those ridiculous like laws in the UK. Like in some like counties and stuff, it's like illegal to carry badgers around past 3 AM or something. Like really stupid things like that. Things that you're just like, why did that ever exist? What is the story behind that? And is it like, is some places in the UK, or is it somewhere, some states in America where like the only legal sexual position is missionary or something like that? Is that true? It's a, yeah, badgers is not right. I've made that up. But it's that kind of ridiculous thing. Those sort of stupid laws. Been shot by a tank, stole a car, got a gun, and definitely got chased by a cop when I drove past him with the bloodstained... Or didn't get chased by a cop when I drove past him with the bloodstained car. Well, that's just what they've done with the other big updates. They have these these ARG campaigns. Not sure what ARG stands for. Augmented reality game, perhaps? So it's just a way for the people who are really into it to sort of get really involved and dig through the clues and stuff. I'm sure there will be an announcement closer to the time to confirm one way or the other. But it's, the people thought the last... I've not been reading this at all. Traveller asked Atlas how many worlds were left to visit. There'd so many in life. And the Atlas answered, there are a lot of planets. A number I cannot even just conceive of. So yeah, so one of the things they did, because you have these Atlas passes in the game, one of the things they did for people who got involved in the last ARG quite heavily, they actually posted them like Atlas Pass V4s in the post about a month or two back, which was quite awesome. In my state, it's illegal to open umbrellas in front of horses or carry ice cream in your back pocket. So I can kind of see where the horses one came from. You can kind of just about see the logic there. Ice cream in the back pocket, that's the sort of stupid thing I like. A person may not walk around on Sundays with an ice cream cone in his or her pocket. Penalty for jumping off a building is death. Prospect of this game finally getting involved. They just want to cry dentally with joy. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I suspect Sony were probably pushing for it for PSVR when it was first being developed, and they just kind of went, look, we've got like 12 people working on the game. It's a hugely ambitious game. We're already way beyond what you've been telling people we can do. We cannot promise them VR right now. It's just not going to happen. And for the most part, there's not much they'll have to really do. I think most of the problem is going to be that if it's going to go to PSVR, there's going to have to be a fair amount of wrangling to try and get it to run sensibly. And I imagine that's what probably held it up quite a lot. Being they've got some sort of Sony monopoly on the game, I imagine that's what's going to hold it up a little bit. On the PC, all they really need to do is enable it, and then just, rather than having those transitions like when I went into the vehicle then, just to like fade out, fade in sort of thing, so you don't have that kind of disconnect between the game doing something you're not expecting is going to happen. So it's not that much, I would say, they really have to do. But I mean, I'm sure there's more to it than that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they just got to click a button and it works, because I think they're using their own game engine, aren't they? So that obviously complicates things a little bit. Citizens may not greet each other by putting one's thumb to the nose and wiggling the fingers. During a concert, it's illegal to eat peanuts and walk backwards on the sidewalks. Is that the same one? You can't eat peanuts and walk backwards. Or is that two different things? Hey Kieran, how's it going? Go for Arizona. I saw people slamming on Arizona today on Reddit, so that seems like a fair one. And you got a cold, eh, Andy? Brought down with the old bug. Seems to be a lot of it going around, like a sort of a pre-spring kind of cold thing. The fiance, where were we? We went out on Sunday, I think it was. And I went upstairs to do some recording. And she was fine during the day, and then she came upstairs like 7 o'clock, just like could barely talk. Like throat destroyed, dripping with snot. Just absolutely out of nowhere. But she's almost fine again now. It's a very short-lived cold, which is nice. I've managed to keep away from it. I'm hoping that stays, because like I said, I'm away this weekend, so I'd rather not be ill if I can help it. Be a little bit frustrated if I do get a bit ill. Oh, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, there we go. You can't eat peanuts and walk backwards. What a weird combination. Donkeys cannot sleep in bathtubs. Perfect. They can't if they're drunk enough. You may not have more than 2 dildos in a house. One's enough. Don't be greedy. Unlawful to refuse a person a glass of water. That's basically him just going, don't be dicks. Someone's really thirsty. Give them some water. Why you gotta be an ass about it? How far away is that? 24 seconds. Oh, there is a storm coming though, isn't there? Watching the latest Subnautica vid. Good stuff. Is that... I'm trying to think if I've got another one recorded, ready to go. Or is that the last one I did? I'm going to have to check a sec. Oh, no, I'm not, because I closed my browser. Fair enough. I'll check on my phone. Because stuff happens, and I don't know if I can say stuff or not. What was the last one? What did I do in the last one? Oh yeah, there is one which is scheduled to go up, but I've not actually done yet. So that was the one where I got killed by the double Leviathan, wasn't it? That one. But yeah, I'm loving Subnautica. Really enjoying Subnautica, and like I said, I think earlier on in the game, survival things aren't usually my sort of, you know, my bag. Not usually into them particularly, but Subnautica has just absolutely hooked me. Absolutely hooked me. Is it right down there? Oh, because I didn't do something. Because I never actually activated the thing, I just went wandering for plutonium. In Tuscan, women may not wear pants. Brilliant. Let's go for Washington. Washington State. Where's... there it is. No? Oh, it's on top. Don't know why I didn't think that would be possible for some reason. Going around a bit around the office. Yeah, Antz was around. He disappeared for an hour. Must be about an hour ago now. Coming up, so I'm sure he'll be back soon. Everything here is tinted with that same red, the same unobservable crimson that fills my vision when I blink. Can only hope this structure holds the final glyphs that my trial at these ruins is nearly over. Well, fingers crossed. It's pronounced Tucson, not Tuscan. Yes. Getting schooled on American states, apparently. Gonna stick a quick bacon sarnie out. Ooh, that'll do it. That or chicken soup. That's what the fiance's been living on. Just living on chicken soup at the moment. First traveller cursed the Atlas, claiming they would find a way to survive no matter the costs. All of these worlds, all of time itself, it would be for the travellers to witness. The harassing of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or other undiscovered species is a felony punishable by a fine or imprisonment. The harassing of an undiscovered subspecies. That kind of makes sense. That's again like a relatively decent moral one. I don't know why they have to bring back Bigfoot and Sasquatch into it. Maybe just to stop people being dicks in national parks. Has the question mark disappeared from there now? I guess so. I guess it has. X-rays may not be used to fit shoes. What? Not sure even, so you can't X-ray your foot to see if it'll fit in a shoe. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. All lollipops are banned. I bet that's not enforced. When two trains come to a crossing, neither shall go unless the other has passed. That's fantastic. Fantastically stupid. Well, it's a little distance away, isn't it? Let's put back to the controller. Immediately get confused about the non-inverted controls. I'll try to watch the whole stream this time. Well, no matter. Stick around as long as you can. It is illegal to display a hypnotized or allegedly hypnotized person in a store window. It's another weird one. Another state. So we've done south, we've done west. No, we've done east even. Oh no, something on the east coast. Yeah, something on the east coast. Surprise me. Pick an east coast state. What's on the east coast? New England? Is that a state? Am I making that up? Atlanta? Is Atlanta a state or is that just a... Oh my god, I'm so confused. No, Atlanta's a city. I'm an idiot. Fiance just reminded me that I said I wouldn't talk about her messages she sends me during the stream. And then she's asked me a question that I can't talk about because she's just told me I can't talk about the messages. Whereabouts are you, Kieran? You a bit ahead of me in terms of time zones, or just have a slightly earlier bed schedule than I do? Nope, non-inverted controls. Oh, a little bit too far. A little bit too far. Oh, you're on England. Yeah, it's just a slightly, it's more sensible bed schedule than me. Oh, I'm going to be miles away. Going to be miles away. It's illegal to tickle women. What state are we talking about here, Jace? Where are we? Police radar detectors are illegal. Well, that kind of makes sense. It is illegal to wrestle tigers and bears in Ireland. I'm glad that scourge has ended. At what point were you guys wrestling tigers and bears? Virginia, right. As long as I know. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it's close enough. Nothing. Nothing found. I am playing the standard normal mode guns. I did start off a survival mode. What am I doing? Not that. I did start off a survival mode game well, some time ago, back when I first started the streaming it, and got myself stuck into a death loop because the game saved when I was underwater and I was unable to get back to land before I died. So I started again in survival mode, and then I decided after a bit of time that I would go to normal mode because... Hey Cabrina, thanks for subscribing, that's awesome. What's Cabrina? I didn't mispronounce it. Yeah, all that survival mode reads is it makes it more awkward in terms of like just gathering resources, and because it's a relatively it's not something I stream all that often. If I'm streaming like twice a week or something, 2 or 3 times a week, then it wouldn't be so much of an issue. Because it's kind of a rare stream, all I'm really doing is just delaying the game a bit. So drop back to normal mode, started a new game off camera, and played through it to catch up, and yeah, that's where we are. Quit survival after 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I found it. It wasn't until my fiance got it for the PS4, or I got it for the PS4 because I thought she'd enjoy it. She started playing it, and it wasn't until I started playing the game with her, and I was like, because it takes what? Takes 250, is it? I think it's 250 to do a launch. I think it takes 250 plutonium to do a launch in the game, or 100 or something like that. And in survival it's like 2 or 3 times as much, and you get much less. It makes everything just much more awkward. So yes, I did not worry. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Okay, this is going to take 1.5 years, isn't it? Or maybe not. How much does it actually take? Don't use the power things again. I stick in carbon. Ah, it does do it. Okay, so it doesn't take much. I guess zinc. We have lots of zinc. Lots of iridium. Yeah, it doesn't take much at all. Okay, that's not so bad. Not so bad. It's a big money maker for exhibitionists. That's crazy. North, south, east, west. Did I miss something? Say if you hate Donald Trump. Not a big fan of Donald Trump. Yeah. Doesn't seem to have the country's best interests at heart, let alone the world's. Which I think, as the President of the United States of America, should really be somewhat on your radar. But there we go. Not really much of my business being a Britishman. Update's a strong word.
Technology recharge.
I am not on console, I am on PC. Which may well explain that, I guess. So it's on PC and it's not quite on full graphics. I dropped it down when I was doing some stuff downstairs with it ages and ages ago and not put it back up, obviously. So yeah, so I am on PC.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
That's all of them. Cool. Awesome. I thought that was going to take ages to do. So yeah, it's a fairly steady 60 frames a second. Occasional drops, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty well optimized game, really, for the size of some of the stuff. Yeah, after you bought this, the freighters, S-Class, everything, yeah. It's something that, yeah, definitely do normal first and then go to survival if you want to do another run through for a bit more of a challenge. Just do it. Oh, you mean, oh, what's his name? What's this Transformers? Not Elijah. Ah. What is his name? Cannot think of his name. Right, stop everything. Sheila Buff, thank you. Do you hate crumpets and tea, Kieran? Because that's a big thing. Or is this when we find a result of not owning a boat? What state are we in now? Coins are not allowed to be placed in one's ears. Oh my god, the magician's favourite trick has been ruined by these laws. Oh, oh, Kieran. Oh. Oh, I could possibly do, like, I could spell that all wrong. I don't know. I think LaBeouf's wrong, but I think Shia might be right. It's at least very close. But crumpets! Crumpets! What's wrong with crumpets? Oh, I'm flabbergasted. I don't think there's anyone that didn't like crumpets. I know what you mean. Hawaii, yes. Hawaii? Hawaii? How do you spell Hawaii? I don't know. Don't know.
Warning. Hostile system.
This is a weird place, isn't it? I'm not really focusing much on the on the game. I've been talking about all sorts of various things, but yeah, we just gone through a portal to something, somewhere. Stuff's just got weird. Oh, he doesn't live in Hawaii. Sorry, Kieran. Yes, no, he's given us some various random and stupid laws from various states in America. So this just happens to be the state he's doing at the moment. Although maybe he does live in... Oh, hello. Well, that's gone. Well, before we go and talk to that guy, I do know that these things here... I didn't really see much of the main quest when my fiancé played. Elephants may not be used to plough cornfields. For good reason. Whilst having sex, you must stay in the missionary position and have the shades pulled. I told you there was one where you were, had to stay in missionary position for sex. Knew I'd read that somewhere. We got an eagle weed. Is that in Hawaii, Guns, or somewhere else? Oh, that's North Carolina. Oh, I see what you mean. You found it. Right. It's overrated. I bet you weren't saying that when you were a bit younger, though, Andy. Well, that's not one of those things. If a man and woman aren't married, go to a hotel and register themselves as married, then according to a state law, they are legally married. Wow. That's got to be cheaper than going to a church, right? No, I wasn't. Colorado. Ah, okay. Bingo games did not last over 5 hours unless it's held at a fair. Serving alcohol at a bingo game is not allowed. Fair bingo games are going to be really boring. I don't know. I think you're probably the youngest person talking at the moment, I think. Hello world, the text blinks before me, it awaits input. Say hello. It said hello to me, I'll say hello back. An audio recording plays echoing out across the vast interface. We were once travellers, we once aspired to more than dirt and dust. It clicks and time passes. Show me a wild atlas, show me something no one has ever seen before. The voice ends and the interface grows still and silent. It awaits a command. I'll perform some diagnostics, I reckon. Why not? It has been... I don't even know what that number is. 19,000 million years. I know that's not right. Billion! I figured it out. Yeah, billion. 19 billion years since the last diagnostic. 64% of worlds operating within expected parameters. Tennessee, okay. Students may not hold hands while at school. Ah, no, it doesn't, because it doesn't. I'm sure Sharia law just say that girls can't go to school, doesn't it? Was that not specific to Sharia? Or is that just, you know, terrorist groups, hate crumpets? Oh, it's like you're trying to wind me up, Kieran. It's like you're trying to wind me up. It's illegal to gather and consume roadkill. That's a weird one. Stealing a horse is punishable by hanging. You can understand where that came from. Yeah. Didn't really read what it said before that. Traveller. Reality fades, everything does. My body, my voice, my soul, all of it speaks to me. The atlas stands before me in all its might. I want to ask about Artemis, I want to find them, but something is happening to me. I need to get out of here. I need to... Scream? I try to scream, but I have no mouth. No form. You can't shoot all public displays of affection. Ah, okay. You can't shoot any game other than whales from a moving automobile. It's another one of those weird ones. It's another one of those weird ones. I like tea a little bit. Well, that's got better. Especially if you grow to love tea, then maybe crumpets are they're a possibility. You just work your way up there. Just start with tiny bits, and just work up, work up. God, well, we just went to a different, like, I don't know, different somewhere, different galaxy, different universe. The crime of suicide is punishable by hanging up until 1964. Similar to one of the ones Jace read out earlier, where... Don't run, I want to feed you food. I don't have any iron. Oh, I'll be back for you. Where, like, jumping off a building was punishable by death. Which is brilliant. Maine, shotguns are required to be taken to church in the event of a Native American attack. Holy crap, Maine, update your laws. That's ridiculous. You mean not somehow a plane and a flight? I mean, kind of a common sense law you would hope. I mean, who did that? The Maine were like, well, need to put a law in for that. To stroll down the street playing a violin is against the law. So you can stand in a street and play it, but you can't walk and play a violin. Again, how many instances of that happened before they were like, nah, let's get the state people? Congressmen? What the hell are the state ones called? Officials. The state officials together. Get that banned right away.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Attempted suicide, yeah. So like, well, if you're going to give it a go, we're going to make sure you finish. Deer may not be fed. Most powerful bullet. Don't know, is there a specific differentiation between the bullet and like a shell? Like from a large caliber like gun? Like an artillery gun? Is that technically... Well, yeah. How big can you get to get to a bullet, I guess? Because they also change like measurement systems, don't they? That's what I'm looking for. Because some I think use millimeters and some use like inches or whatever, don't they? So no, I'm not sure on this powerful, but maybe like I can't sign it for 5.56 or a 45 would be bigger. 5.56 more of a sniper. I'm gonna go 5.56. Advertisements may not be placed in cemeteries. .50 cal. So how big is a 50 cal round in like, I don't know, give it to me in millimeters. Sure, just saw something floating in my juice and I imagine I just drank it because I can't see it anymore. That's always fun. But yeah, it seems like now you can imagine why that's true. You could imagine there are people who are like, I can't afford a funeral, so if I allow, I don't know, Amazon to put an advertisement on my gravestone, then they'll supplement the cost, sort of thing. Quarter of a tank shell. I don't know how big a tank shell is, but that does make it sound pretty damned big. Fair enough. It is illegal for a man to be sexually aroused in public. Oh, I hate those ceiling ones. They're ridiculous. One may not sniff glue. Mustaches are illegal if the bearer has a tendency to habitually kiss other humans. I don't have enough to do that. I don't have anything, apparently. That's fantastic. That is a fantastic law. Oh, it's another one of those you're just like, who came up with that? Where did that even come from? And oral sex is illegal. Oh, and that's the end. That's the end, unfortunately. No worries, Jace. Well, thank you very much for that. That was fantastic. Picking solanium makes me uncomfortable. Why does it make you uncomfortable? Just because it's hot? Just literally uncomfortable? I need some iron. The wiggle of the nub. Fair enough. Right, come here. Let me feed you. Let me feed you. Cool. Could be a female nub. It could be alright. It's been an hour since I started playing this now, hasn't it? An hour and 10 minutes. So he said it would be an hour. And that's probably about an hour and a half ago now. So who knows what he's playing at. Do it. Do it. Excrete. Excrete on the ground. He's got 6 legs. Oh no, he's got... Yeah, he has got 6 legs. Okay. Thank you very much. How much? Not very much at all. I know you found some copyright. Congratulations, mate. Is that it? That's it. 10. And I need like 60. Waste of my time. Come here. You need carbon. I don't have carbon. You the same little thing? Yes, I need some carbon. Okay. Oh. I managed to move 50. How did I manage to move 50? Because I got that many. Okay, we don't need the rest of them. Let's get rid of that. That. Oh, damn. I need to make a little bit of space on my ship. How much to do this? Whoo, lordy. I haven't got enough to do that. Is there anything I can get rid of? There isn't really, is there? It's 86. Let's get rid of that. That's not really worth it, is it? And then if you move that, we can put those into the hyperdrive. No offense to who? Who's that offensive to? No worries, Kieran. Thanks for popping along. Glad to see you again. Hope you can make it next week. Or whenever's good for you, you know. Right. Try that again. See you later, Kieran. What have you found now? Have you had another poo? I don't care about iron. I mean, I appreciate you trying. But it is useless to me. Stupid thing. Not enough iron. Now I do care about that iron. I take it back. Oh, you're talking to... Right. I assumed you were just saying... No, they eat iron. And they poop copyright. Which is something I need. So I'm going to feed a couple of them and leave them going. Then I'm going to run back to the ship to get our radiation recharged. Or into here if that door is closer.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Oh, I had a copyright claim for the Last Dragon Dogma stream as well. Wonder what that was for. Because I didn't get it for the one before. And there's nothing I did. Oh, I suppose I did the Seneschal endings, didn't I? So one of those must have had a musical copyright claim. A little weirdly, but okay. Right, some of you are better pooped. Knob plants? Oh, you mean... you mean the selenium? No, selenium is found on hot planets. And this is a radiation planet. So what would you find here? It'd be the mushroom things? The purple ones are the things that are specific to gamma weed, not mushrooms, not even close. Mushroom something else. So each type of planet has a particular special thing that's unique to that type. Selenium is hot planets. Cold is frost crystals. Why is that telling me I need iridium? Chrysonite, circuit board, scientist, pirate, don't know. Why is that telling me? Oh, because I just did a scan, I guess. Not telling me I need it, it's just telling me it's there. Now I was hoping the creatures I'd fed would have pooped a bit since I fed them, but apparently not, so I guess we're going to have to feed some more. So I do need to get me... Yeah, well, there's hot, cold, radiation. There's the mushroom one. What the hell is that? It's like poisonous or something. I can't quite remember what they call it. What have you got there? You got some gamma weed. Cheers, mate. Gamma root, even. Is that new or is that one I just picked? Swampy. Yeah, something like that. Cheers, mate. What have you found? You've done another. You've done a poo as well. Good job. I bet it would be. Bet it would knock you for 6. How could they pick up after your pets? Well, I did. It just seems to hang around. I picked up the good bits from it. Oh, have I, No. What on earth is the binoculars button? Ah! Oh, yeah, I haven't scanned. God, didn't even think about it. Tell it's been a while since I played No Man's Sky. And some things over there I can't quite see and may or may not be. May or may not be useful to us. Oh, yeah, good job. Good job. Give me that. What are you up to for cop right now? 9. You couldn't do that extra 1. Didn't feel like just squeezing out a little bit more. What's the ratio between scavenging and exploring? Certainly to start with, there's a fairly high amount of scavenging. Just because you need, like early on when you don't have all that much, you are pretty much just constantly scavenging for that little bit more plutonium you need to fly off. For the warp crystals you need to get off planet, or off solar systems, that sort of thing. Certainly to start with, it's quite a high scavenging thing. But then if you follow through the quests, kind of like what I'm doing at the moment, when you've got the quest for the people in your base as well, that will kind of force you to go in slightly different directions. And there is also a bit like Subnautica. So you start off quite confined, and you don't really go all that far, and you're just sort of scavenging for stuff just to try and stay alive and to try and do a little bit. You want more? All right. More? Well, I've just given you all I can. But once you get going, once you sort of got the game started, and I mean, I'm not quite there yet at the moment, but when you've just got loads and loads of stuff, you can just ignore everything at that point and then carry on. And also kind of famously, almost for the wrong reasons, once you end up finishing the sort of the main storylines, as it were, you were pretty much just left then just to have that sort of open-ended, do what you want, the galaxy is yours to explore sort of feel to it. So you just crack on and do what you want and grind out some money to get some huge capital ships or whatever, or you know, whatever you really feel like. I thought one of them had another poop somewhere. I can't see it. So yeah, I think I haven't really played Minecraft like that. There is also a free mode. So there's a mode if you just want to explore, you just want to spend your time flying around and exploring things without having to worry about, you know, charging stuff and all that nonsense. You know, that is entirely possible. Do I have enough copyright? Yes, I do. Right, let's get out of here then. But much like Subnautica, in all the time I played with the fiance and all the time she played, although it is a hugely grindy game, you know, you can't really kid yourself with that. If you do even the normal mode, it is grindy. And the survival mode is just normal mode, but just grindier, essentially. You will just die more. So though it is hugely grindy, it doesn't feel like a slog. Like some games, like particularly the end-game content on some Ubisoft stuff and that, where you're just doing the same thing over and over, and it just doesn't feel fun. You don't feel like you're enjoying yourself. Where is my ship? Seven minutes. Oh, I'm gonna have to get in here for a second.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Yeah. Yeah, I certainly found it enjoyable to go through and do the grinding that's required, rather than a chore. The only kind of vaguely annoying thing is that the ships and the weapons and that's all kind of randomized. So if you manage to get 100 million credits ready to go, it's not like you can then just take those credits and go, I'm going to buy myself an incredible ship now. Holy crap, Dale wins instead. That's the thing that happened today. That just seems really random. Yeah, you can't just buy an amazing ship. You have to wait for a ship and you have to check them all manually. And the same with like the multi-tools. You can't just say, I want an amazing multi-tool because I am rich beyond my wildest dreams. You have to work for it, sort of thing. Not work for it, you have to hope you come across one randomly. So I got quite lucky in this game. Why am I even going for this? Why don't I just summon my ship to me? I got quite lucky and I actually managed to come across an S-class ship pretty early on. One that I could damaged? What do you mean it's damaged? One that I could just repair and take off with me. And just kind of take it without having to worry about it. But carrot sheets. Iron. How much iron do I have? Not enough. I think carrot sheet is 50 iron, is it? 50, so I need 200 iron. Okay. And weapons depleted. So yeah, grindy but fun. So kind of if you go into expecting that, then you won't be disappointed. No, plutonium. Oh, I got carbon. Ideal. To say what he died of, I only just saw the headline pop up on my phone, so I don't really know. Don't really know specifics. My body is ready. Oh, you mean right? You're going back to No Man's Sky. I thought you were talking about Dale Winton for a second, and that was very confusing. Ah, yes, son of a bitch. And that there is chrysanite, isn't it? Oh my word, come out of that. I need chrysanite for one of my missions. Can I even mine it? Nope. That's annoying, isn't it? Just picked up some fire. It's illegal to pick up. I don't know if you're referring to one of Jace's previous laws that I missed, or if fire is code for something I'm not sure of. And hey, by the way, AMS immortality? How's it going? Or do I have enough I do, yes, but only just. And I can't build them there because it will... I assumed as much. I didn't want to make the assumption. But I assumed that was the case. Cool, that's that sorted. I will carry on just running for a second though. It's been we haven't really had much of a run in the game so far. We've been very much focused on just skipping between mission and mission. Hey guns, yeah. Sorry, yeah, a few people that haven't really been around before. I do stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So if I'm talking and it seems like I'm talking utter nonsense, I'm probably talking to someone in Get Out, Sentinel. In one of the other things. Yeah, it must have been very confusing. Just talking about Dale Winton, who, I don't know if you're British, you might not have any idea who Dale Winton is as well, so possibly even more confusing for you. That's what I was going to do. I was going to bring out my binoculars. See if there were any other animals around. No, there's one, but I've already got him. No birds. No clue, too old. Well, Dale Winton was too old for you to know, or you're too old to know who Dale Winton is? I saw you, Sentinel, popping in. I care not for your rules and regulations. You're too old. Well, Dale Winton was a British TV host from back in, I don't know what day. 80s, 90s, I guess? I can always tell an old person when they ask that question. How old is too old, young man? Not saying I'm old, are you? Well, no, he didn't look 62. He looked like he'd had his face stretched over someone else's face. Then you're too American. That'll be it. That'll do it. How is your fire immortality? Ooh, close. Almost made it. Oh no, in fact I do need to shelter, don't I? So let's pop in here for a second. It's fire. Yep, silly question, don't know why I asked. That's pretty old. What are those? Or depots. Oh, those are things I scanned. Right. That makes sense. That's nothing exciting, is it? Any animals around? Quick scan. A few over there, but nothing close. Nothing close anywhere, apparently. Alright, no worries. Where's the ship? This way. Stuck at work. Do anything interesting for work, guns? Yeah, fiancé never got quite as far as owning a freighter. She saved up enough money for one, and we had a little bit of a search around for one, but we couldn't find one that was particularly fancy enough. Oh, thamium. And some gamma weed. Oh, this plutonium is brilliant. Can be overloaded with it. Is that the ring you proposed to her with? I'm confused. Something to do with the freighter. Couldn't find a special enough one. No, I can't see it. Sorry, missed the joke. Oh, you can't double up on the joke, Andy. You can't make the joke, say it's a lame joke, and then make a very similar joke. Ah, it's fine, I don't care. Ah, okay. Which one of these? That gives you nanites, doesn't it? These are the other things. Oh, but if I've... Oh, it might be a blueprint. I don't play by the rules. I am the rules. So it's the cockpit. Things I cannot take. Awesome, so probably nothing too interesting. But let's move something across. Just in case... Oh, look at all that plutonium. That is crazy. You take damage and you get a couple of bits and bobs. I escaped to my ship, glad of something familiar in this strange world. Where has the portal taken me? I was caught in the gravity of that infernal machine, not strong enough to resist. Identified itself as Atlas, the entity so many worship and fear. Saw no sign of Artemis, no trace of the Sentinels. Why did I even step through that gateway? Why do I follow this path? I started because of Artemis, didn't I? So because of Artemis. Just a lie I tell myself. The kind of thought a noble person might have. Not me. There's something more. Some other yearning. As I stare at the console, an opportunity presents itself once more. Oh, I need to message the fiancé. I need to tell her to take a frozen cricket out of the freezer. And she may well be listening, based on what she's messaged me previously. Please remove a single frozen cricket from the freezer unit. My thanks. Antz. Perfect. I think you need to try and get immortality over into this particular part of the conversation. Guns has just announced that he's from Colorado, land of the green immortality. Not sure what he means by that, obviously being the morally righteous person I am. Right, what am I doing? Going to the wrong place. I want to go to my log. Universe is yours. Explore it and enjoy the journey. Did I finish the Atlas path? Is that the end of the... Did I go to that many Atlas places beforehand? Just give him something generic, gun. Something that he couldn't track you down with. Don't be like, you know... 105. Greenbank Terrace. Green. See, that was on my mind. Locate the mysterious distress signal. Gather the Christ light, which we cannot do yet. Oh, that's just building the stuff. We don't even need to worry about it. That's not a proper quiz, is it? Acquire a circuit board. We need to talk to the scientist about how to do that, I guess. Don't seem to have done that yet. Return to the scientist, which makes sense. Because we have a Korvax convergence cube. Interrogate a pirate. What does that mean? It means it's in a different system, I guess. And grow and harvest coprite flowers, which we are now able to do, actually, aren't we? So let's take off. Let's go to the nearest space station. Swap controllers. Controllers turned off. Powered on. And there we go. Immediately confused over the lack of inverted controls. So where are we in terms of the galaxy map? Why can I not like zoom out? Just want to see how far this is taking us. There we go. Oh, okay. Can't really see. That's the American postcode, zip code. Oh, I just saw the winky face. I didn't see the winky face to start with. Now I realise you were joking and I seem like a bit of a dick face. Oh, so for those of you, I don't think there might be Andy around at the moment, who watch videos on the channel, I guess you can't me. Yeah, I won't be around to answer any particular videos this week, or any comments this weekend even, I should say, being more specific. It's sort of similar to last week really, I'll be pretty busy. It's my stag do that I'm having, so I will be unavailable for the majority of the time, so if you do put any comments on anything like that, then I will be offer to help. Probably a little bit slower to get to it than normally. I don't want to talk to him anymore because I don't actually want to give away any convergence cubes or anything. Despair low units. Ah, here's some units. Constrict, blah 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 blah. Oh, we can't. Don't know how much platinum I've got, so I won't do that. We'll just ask for some dialect. Don't really know why I'm checking this. Don't know how many. I've got a fair few nanoclusters, but nothing we really need. Should mean that's red because I've either got it, or something. Got it or don't want it. I don't know. Nothing I want though. Need your fix. Must make fusion igniters and stasis devices. Pretty sure I come across stasis device. Don't think I came across fusion igniters though. That's a new one. Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. I don't have the other one, do I? No. No, 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 of course I do not. No, I don't want to take any missions particularly. Do you utilize a VR headset such as the Oculus Rift or HTC Vive? It's kind of a weird mix of the teleport thing and a bit of a scene in the background. Right. So we need to return to the scientist, which isn't that dude. That's the it's that dude. Here's the scientist. Here's a convergence cube. He is temporarily startled, but soon the lights begin to flash in a similar pattern. I cannot be sure what the plan appears to have worked. Good. One machine even called me a... Oh, this is sad. This is sad. I won't go into it for Andy because he'll come across this. But yeah, it's a sad little moment. I thought that when I first saw that. Ah, yes, the hopeful VR. We were talking about that earlier. I can only assume that it'll be coming to PSVR. Yeah, they also, the other thing that they did was part of their ARG campaign. I mentioned this a couple of times now, so it's becoming a bit of a habit for this stream. But as part of their most recent ARG campaign, they had a company called We Are, just We Are, and they had a web page for it, and the logo looks very much like it says VR, and I think it was actually to do with like a futuristic kind of headset thing. And then on one of the posters they had for the next update, they had the We Are logo at the bottom underneath the platforms PS4, PC, and whatever. So yeah, that's kind of implying that there will be. Seems very likely that there will be. I can only do the one. VR support for it, which would be amazing. Oh, you can just hand in the copyright. You don't even need to grow the flower. Brilliant. I accept that. I can already do that because I already have frost stuff on me. So that's worked out well. So I'll plant one of those, and I don't even need to plant it, I don't think, do I? I can just give him the thing. Most VR games make me a little ill, so I'm sure this will make me puke something fierce. I think that when you're in your ship, I think it'll be fine. But I'm imagining they'll have, because this is one of the things I was talking about before, where if I'm assuming they're going to go down the PSVR route as part of their VR, being so heavily... Ah, now I need to go get some selenium. So heavily Sony linked as they are. So yeah, I imagine they've done quite a lot of work on making it relatively pleasant. So there's probably a fair amount of VR aids, such as maybe the irising of the edges of the screen when you do move too fast. Probably teleportation will be the default method of movement, and snap turning rather than smooth turning. It's all the sort of things that I would immediately turn off. But yeah, don't get aroused. Yeah. I think I did all the weapon ones, didn't I? That's what he's talking. And look, this is another thing which annoys me with the game. This one actually really ran me up. He's got all these amazing looking multi-tools. Can you take them? No. Why have a weapons terminal? Why have an armourer if you cannot get weapons from him when you've done all the quests? I really thought when you did all the quests for him, he'd be like, I will now sell you weapons because you've proved yourself. But no. No, he does not. And that annoys me. Anyway. Grow and harvest solar vines. Find and interrogate the thing. Acquire a circuit board. What do you need for a circuit board? Is that something you can just do on the spot? I need to sort out my inventory as well because it is a bloody mess. Look. Circuit board. Heat capacitor and polyfiber. Polyfiber. Cactus flesh and star bolts. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Where's heat capacitor? Frost crystal and selenium. Also a mild pain. Okay. That's the way you're going to play a game. Then we're not going to do that. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. So there is this one. Oh. Well, that's interesting. So you can restart the mission so that something appears closer. How interesting is that? How interesting is that? So we need to sort out our inventory a bit. And we do have a storage thing. I was wondering if we had a storage thing. Oh. Well, we don't have star bulbs, do we? That was the other one we needed. We do have gamma root. We can put that in there. That'll stock up. Well, you can't do it from your ship, can you? I forgot that. That is annoying. So I was looking for. In my exosuit, what do I have in? Dagger and thamium. Okay, we'll deal with those in a second. Can't put any more of those in there. Well, let's get rid of the copyright. Put that there. Right. Let's run back in here a second. We are going to have to do a little bit of inventory management. Something fierce. Is it an Irish phrase? Yeah, I don't know if I'd associate that with Irishness. Oh, I do have some selenium. I must have already harvested them somewhere. How much do you need to plant a plant? Oh, I've got enough. Oh, sorry, Andy, you're not going to see the wobbling nubs of the selenium. That poo is precious. It was precious. Now I no longer need it. So it's now useless to me. $100. Oh, yeah, Gak. You will for the lube. Oh, why has he not taken my selenium? Because I need more. That's what you just said, isn't it? You need 100. Ah, okay, no worries. Right, let's sort our inventory a little bit. That's what I was trying to do, wasn't it, before I got distracted. So the iron we can put in there. Hyperdrive we can't do anything with. We can put a little bit of plutonium in here. Don't know what that's used for. I think I need to go sell a few things as well, don't I? Aluminium. Aluminium. Yeah, but not aluminum, which is what you're getting at. Not your crazy aluminum. What's that all about? Why'd you just take a word and just lose a letter? Insane. Insane. Let's take that out of there. And let's put... We've already got thamium in there. But I guess if we put... That's at least making use of the space, isn't it? Ah, now we're out of ship inventory space. Which is of course the problem. Yeah, so I think I'm going to pop up to the space station and sell some of the stuff. Nuclear. Can you just... Where am I? Why can't you just go to the station you're in? Where the hell am I? That's a good question. No, log, that's what I need. No, it's not journey, that's what I need. No, it's discoveries. Oh my god. I am in Noir 2. It's a very lazy way of doing it, and it's not even going to be there, is it? Not even going to be there, so I'm going to have to fly. Oh no, I don't suppose to do. I could just transfer to a different station. I'll just transfer to a different station. That's fine. That makes sense. Well, that's a plant. That's a point even. No, it's not a plant. Can we see... Corrosive. That's where the mushrooms are, Andy. They're on corrosive planets. Wet. Star bulbs you get on wet planets, apparently. That's the other one. Oh no, corrosive isn't that? What is corrosive? Oh, corrosive is fungal. Corrosive and toxic. That has nothing. Interesting. Selenium on hot. I think that's all of them now. Frost crystal on cold. Toxic. Oh, cactus flesh on barren. Cactus is another one. And starbulb on wet. Yeah, that's all of them. Cool. Now you know. Oh, hang on, let's I have a Viking dagger. Anything else I need to worry about? It's not, is it? It's just the Viking and the Korvax casing that I don't think they will take. But hopefully he will have the dagger from me. Isotope, isotope. Bomb needs fuel for ignition. Plutonium? The pain is extreme. Take the damn dagger. Oh, 1,000 units. I can afford 1,000 units. What's he going to give me? Yeah, a little batch of clusters. Yeah, there's the dagger. Take it and be happy. Now, I don't think they take the casing, do they? No, it's the bead and the cubes. Okay. And I do have some... I had some Gek Nip. Do I still have it? Nip Nip Buds. I'm not sure if they accept Nip Nip Buds. Let's find out. Oh, not with that button we will. Oh, multi-tool? Cool, alright, yep, great. Don't think I've seen that one before, that's new. Dialect help. Oh, we'll give it a barter. No. Oh, no, Gek Nip, not Nip Nip Buds. Ah, okay. Alright then. So we will sell that, sell the carrot sheet, sell the buds, sell the shielding sheet. I did not even realise I had. Sell the marrow bulbs. I suppose if we're going to need to go find some more, we may as well just sell them, right? May as well sell those. May as well sell the... No, we need the selenium. We haven't had that in yet, have we? Have we? No. Unstable plasma will sell. Right. Sell the gamma weed. Looks like they need it. I've put that all in storage, mate. That's all in storage back on my base. That's there. Ready for a nice quiet night when I can listen to some Pink Floyd. I'm just going to get rid of the zinc. It's 5. I don't care about 5 zinc at all. Right. We can get rid of that now. We can get rid of another 250 of that. And I think we can get rid of the platinum. Right. And then just organise it a bit so I can see what's going on. Right, so not much space there, so we could sell... Not too much longer, only just another 20 minutes or so. Another 20 minutes, I reckon. So if we sell 750 plutonium and 321 thamium. Or thereabouts. And we'll play the guessing game. Oh! Oh, did you see that? Ha! Never going to do that again. That's class. And then 321 of these. I'm never going to get 321. Jesus. That's close. That's close. I was very excited about that. Sorry, neighbours, for shouting at the TV. TV? No. Mad skills. Right, so that's a bit of space. Oh, we haven't harvested those plants. Yes, we have. Alright. Let's head back to base. Are we heading back to base, or do we need to get something? Circuit board we needed. Oh, let's have a look at that again. And there's that one. Let's see if there's any planets in this system that give us stuff we need for a circuit board. What, the nip? Or are you talking about something a bit more actual, literal? Polyfiber heat capacitor. Cactus flesh star bulbs we need. Cactus flesh star bulbs. Frost crystal selenium. Cactus frost. Have we got frost? Oh, does it? Did not know that. Selenium. Cactus. Oh, I forgot the other one now. Star. Selenium, cactus, star. So let's have a look at this system we're in. See if those exist on any of those planets. That's not where we are. Where are we? Where are we? I assumed we were... How do you find out where you are? Get connected. Yeah, sorry, I knew what you meant. How can you find out where you are? Oh. Oh, right, so we haven't even discovered the planets here yet. Okay. Must have been a bit of a flying visit. It just makes Geknit. Just sounds like a bit of a waste of a Keltsap, really, doesn't it? Gamma root? No. Selenium. Not so much, but I might go and see. Might go and find it just so we can show Andy the wobbling nub before I disappear. And cactus flesh. Nice. Let's go see if we can find some selenium. And then we'll go to the cactus planet. We'll probably have to stop on the cactus planet, I'm guessing. Ugh. And I'll take this chance to go through my many notifications, apparently. It's further than I anticipated. Controller or mouse and keyboard? Controller or mouse and keyboard? Controller and mouse isn't a thing. It's a very weird control system. A little bit of both, to be honest. I'm using the keyboard and mouse for like 90%, all like the first person stuff. All of like the ground-based stuff, I'm using the keyboard and mouse. The flying, I'm tending to use the controller a bit more, although this time I have been using the mouse. You can tell if it's mouse in flying because it has this, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it, has this, that white line that comes out from the center. That's how they do it. Oh, was that the beacon I come right down on? See, obviously in the PS4 we did play the entire thing on controller, obviously. Not much option. What's land? No. No. Oh, I found it. Found it! Pikes Peak looks amazing. I'll have to take a look at this when I'm done. I like seeing the amazing places that people live. Ben's always showing off with his fancy mountains and snow and stuff. Everything's starting to turn Shire-like again. Well, I've got Dartmoor not too far from me, which is kind of like the Shire, but just wet and miserable. It's not quite as happy as the New Zealand version. What a weird-ass plant. Hold on, Andy. Don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere yet. I've come here specifically for you. So this here, Andy, this here, this is the solar vine, which was the thing that Gunn said he was a bit freaked out by. So let's see the wobbling nub, shall we? Oh, I see what you mean. Just as a little bit of a... Nice. Okay. That was it. You're free to go now, Andy. I didn't remember it being quite as odd as that before. But I see what you mean. Can't see any other ones around. Let's have a quick run over here, see if I can find anything. No, I can't see any. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, got a scanner back. We'll have one quick scan. No. Boo. Boo game. You're a disappointment to everyone. Bit much. I couldn't let you go without seeing it, Andy. After all the hype, all the build-up. Have fun in Skyrim, Andy. I'm sure you will after your little bit of space drugs. And I'll see you next week. Hopefully. Very presumptuous of me, I do apologise. See you, Andy. Have a good night. What are we looking at here? 8390. Neither of those open? Ah, I need an Atlas pass. Dang. Silly Atlas passes. Yeah, it took me a little... It's not particularly awkward. Just gotta get the timing down a little bit. It's like, dun-dun. Dun-dun. But yeah, it's just a slightly faster way of travelling, which is useful. Particularly if you've got a bit of distance to go. You need to have, obviously, a bit of thamium on you to make sure you don't run out of that to get your life support charged up. But it is, yeah, super awesome. Let's mine a little bit of this because it's actually worth a little bit of money, and I am very low on money at the moment. So I'll do a little bit of this, and I'll head to the Star Bulb planet. And I'll probably be about it then, unfortunately. I did always hope there'd be like some sort of super miner in late game, so you could just smash through the mining as quickly as possible. But it never really happened, which kind of makes sense, I guess. Otherwise you'd just be able to... unlimited money, basically. I don't know if you know I went into this menu, you can do this from the bottom, can you? Let's charge that up and use some plutonium. So what do you play in the PSVR then, Guns? Mobile mining machines. I never really experimented. I keep saying it was the fiance's game, but yeah, I never really experimented with the mobile mining machines. Two on each mineral and jump to that system as needed. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. The fiance built like a full-on, like, optimal living glass farm. So what's you need? You need copperite, frost crystal, and something. I can't remember the other thing you need to grow. Which are just like the perfect proportions of each in a base which have basically nothing else there. Oh, gamma weed's the other one. You need gamma weed. And yeah, just farmed out cash that way, and it is insane how much money you can make with that. That's how she made like the 500 million she needs to buy the freighter. Although she hasn't got a freighter yet, but when she does get one, it'll be because of that farm. And obviously, unfortunately, in the early game, you sort of reduced to this a little bit. Mining emerald. That'll do. I know it's not quite done yet, but nothing right now. Once I'll get back into Skyrim VR. I was disappointed by Skyrim VR, to be honest. I was really excited about it when Bethesda announced they were doing Fallout and Skyrim. Skyrim was the one I was excited about. I'd only just finished a long playthrough of Fallout, so I wasn't overly fussed about that. But Skyrim I was super excited about. I haven't played it for years, really. I was getting really into it. And then yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Just wasn't enough VR immersion in it. So the fact you had to use the menus to change weapons and stuff was just super frustrating. Just let me have, you know, stuff visible on me. So like rather than having like a quick menu, there should be like a quick things on your body, or cactus flesh. It was not Starball. Is it the pulse? Must be the pulse. Yeah. So yeah, have like spells, like have like 6 spells on your like body, and then like single-handed melee weapons in holsters at your side, and then double-handed on your shoulders, something like that. And then yeah, that's what I was kind of annoyed about, really. It ran really well, even. It's really well optimized, whereas like Fallout on the Oculus in particular, Fallout did not run very well. It wasn't officially supported on Oculus, of course, but it did not run well. But yeah, I was super excited for Skyrim, and then a little bit upset with it. Yeah, we've not watched Vikings yet. Something cute. Who was recommending Vikings to us? Oh, my sister was recommending Vikings to us. But yeah, we've not got around to watching it yet. It's on the list. It's pretty high up the list now, I think. But yeah, we've not got there yet. Heard good things. Yeah, I started making you queasy. Here's the thing with VR, some people are like immediately fine. I started playing on like Oculus Dev Kit 1 days, so you're going back years now. So I never really had the VR sickness issues. I'd already acclimated. By the time the CB1 came out, I was already way acclimated to it. Like when you start off with something which doesn't even have like motion detection, yeah, you know, starting at the deep end sort of thing, wasn't many issues. Blurry resolution, yeah, well, it's hard to say because I played it on PC, so I assume that's a little bit more like ambitious in terms of graphics. And obviously, you can do mods on the Skyrim one actually. It's a shame Brent isn't around still. Brent, who's pops into pretty much every stream, is a huge Skyrim fan, and he just bought it for PS4. I don't know if he's got it on PS4 VR, but I don't know. Does the VR one support mods? Now that I said it, I'm not too sure. Yeah, graphically I thought it was great. Obviously it's a slightly older game, so the textures aren't brilliant, but it did mean it ran really well. Like there were no issues with frame rate drops or anything like that. And then I whacked on like 40 mods as well for my second video. And you know, it helped it to look a little better here and there. Just tightened up some of the game. But yeah, it was just a little disappointing, unfortunately. Stream VR dissociation. Felt my hands weren't my hands. Felt like I was high on something. Yeah, as soon as that's the thing with VR. As soon as you start feeling slightly weird, you need to take the headset off. If you try and power through it, you make it worse for yourself. You need to immediately take it off and just like chill for a bit. Ginger ale apparently helps with VR sickness. I never tried it. I stupidly powered through my VR sickness in my VR sickness days, which yeah, don't do that. It's stupid. But if you've got any like cockpit-based games, any like space sims, I don't know what space sims if there are any on PSVR, but driving games. So I know Gran Turismo's time trial now supports VR, doesn't it? I think. So if you've got Gran Turismo, anything which is a cockpit, anything which gives you a frame of reference in the screen, it's like a car interior or a space bit interior or a giant robot interior, anything like that makes it a lot easier to get acclimated to it. So those are always a good start. FPS games are actually the worst thing for VR sickness, because you tend to move a lot faster than you expect. The strafing is weird, turning on the spot, which obviously you very rarely do in real life. It's quite an odd thing to do. 2916. So yeah, FPS games, even though, because when they first started talking about VR years ago, they were like, FPS is going to revolutionize the world in VR. You know, it's going to be the be-all and end-all. Every game is going to be FPS because it sounds like it's perfect for it. And then it sort of came out and everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I didn't think about the fact it would be kind of annoying. Didn't really occur to me. Some people, I think, never get over it, but I think ultimately, if you just take it easy and just ease yourself into it, once you've played enough, it'll be fine. After Return Resident Evil. Yeah, that's not on PC yet. It's supposed to be coming at some point, isn't it? I'm excited about that. I don't want to go down there for that. That's bloody miles away. Sod that. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Resident Evil in general, to be honest. Just I'm not a very big scary game fan. And I've done scary games on the channel before, and I'm sure it's very entertaining to watch, but it is not entertaining for me to play. Do not handle it well. But yeah, and again, so we're in something like Resident Evil, because I think like, from what I saw, there's a fair bit of like grabbing and stuff and shaking you around, which is obviously a bit, again, disassociative. If I pronounced that correctly? Don't know. Disassociative. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, if you've got any cockpit-based games, or if you can get hold of some, that's what you want to do to try and get yourself acclimated a bit more. That'll get you sorted. That's probably enough cactus flesh, isn't it? Are there any creatures around for us to discover before I finish off? Doesn't seem to be, does there? Oh, there's something around, something over there, look, but nothing within... nothing within range of my scanners. No matter. Supernatural scary games are the best. Slasher ones are just too Jason. Not scary at all. Yeah, like I said, I don't really do well with scary games. Films, I'm fine. I can watch scary films all day and night. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But yeah, games, I just get so freaked out. It just really doesn't do me well. When I was playing Dragon's Dogma when my fiance was away, so I had the door open in the bedroom. Door there, yeah. Yeah, I had the door open, and there's a sound which turns out was in the game, but I didn't realise for ages, and it's when you collect this certain thing. And I was on stream, playing it on stream, and there's this little sound, and it just sounded like a little digga 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 in my right ear, and it sounded like someone stirring a cup of tea. And I heard it the first time and I was like, oh, that sounds like someone stirring a cup of tea. Must have come from the game. Isn't it? Something like the 5th time it happened, I was actually starting to freak out a bit and I was trying like to not show it on the stream. I was like, oh, it's someone's still making a cup of tea downstairs. Oh, they're making a lot of tea. When in fact I was, yeah, getting quite freaked out by the whole thing. And she's a chick. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to have to leave that there, I'm afraid, guns. And to the couple of people that are still watching. I'd love to play more, but yeah. It has reached the hour where I need to stop and go and get ready for work tomorrow, unfortunately. So let's very quickly just see if I can build the stuff I need for the... No. Star bulbs. I need star bulbs. Can't do it. Ah, well. Ah, well. No matter. Cool. I'm going to leave that there then. I will indeed. I will indeed. I don't think I'll be doing No Man's Sky next week. I do stream every Wednesday. So I don't think I'll be doing it next week. I'll probably be doing... What I said I might do is I said I might do... Hellblade? Senua's Sacrifice, is it Hellblade? I'm really not sure on that now that I said it again. So I said I might do a couple of streams of that, because I think they'll only take a couple to do, and then I'll probably move my ongoing series of Kingdom Come Deliverance to the stream slot on a Wednesday night. So if any of that interests you, take a look at that. If you did just come across this randomly, this No Man's Sky stream, I do have a huge raft of videos on my YouTube channel, predominantly VR based, although a few things aren't, but mostly VR based, including, like I say, scary things like Don't Knock Twice and Dreadhalls. Dreadhalls, I think in particular, was one which I really freaked out a few times. So yeah, if you want to see me crap my pants a little bit, that'll be entertaining for you, I'm sure. Right. Oh, you don't have to save the game, do you? Does it save automatically? How do you save the game? Does it automatically? Oh, you can do it by getting out your ship, can't you? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, sub, like, all those things. If you want to, obviously no pressure. Don't feel the need to do any of that, but you know. If it's the sort of thing you're into, then, you know, it would be awesome. So, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you to everyone else that's liked the video, that's watched the video, that's commented. I know most of you disappeared now, but just in case you happen to watch the end of the stream at some point, thank you to all of you who have been along. Thank you to the couple of people that did sub today. That was awesome. Thank you so much to you guys. And yeah, like I say, next week probably be Senua's Sacrifice for a week or two to finish that off, to get just something a bit smaller in between the very long streams that we've had. And then I'm just giving myself a massive quiff. Just giving myself a massive quiff for some reason. And then I think I'm going to go to Kingdom Come. So if you do want to watch the Kingdom Come streams when they start, there is currently, I think, 12 videos on the channel, 11 or 12 for the ongoing series. So you've got 2 or 3 weeks to get caught up on that, if that's something you're going to want to watch. Cool. Right, guys, thank you again to everyone. Thank you so much for being here. As always, it is an absolute pleasure to play these games with you. I really do enjoy it. And hopefully I'll see you later.